Hello, hi, my name is Usoro Inyawang. I'm a registered nurse and a registered midwife, and today I want to talk about family planning. Why do I want to talk about family planning? I currently work in a primary health center, it's a community clinic, and I have observed that a lot of women really don't know so much about family planning. Although we educate a lot of women in the community and our clients as they come for family planning visits, we try to educate them about the advantages of family planning. What is family planning? From the word planning, it's like family budgeting. What it essentially means is that you're planning your family, whether it's in terms of spacing, in terms of trying to consider your socioeconomic status, whether you're a high earning family or a middle class family, and you're trying to consider the kind of standard of living and the kind of lifestyle you want to give your children. So you can also use family planning. It also involves spacing. When you space your children and then you determine the number of children you want to have, family planning can help you achieve that. Also, in terms of health issues, women after delivery need some time to recuperate. They need at least about 2 years interval to 3 years for their body to go back to normal. We're talking about their uterus to go back to normal, and then they can successfully have another baby. When a woman has a baby in less than a year of delivering one baby, it really affects her health because then the uterus hasn't gone back to its normal state totally, and she has not really fully recovered from the previous pregnancy. Pregnancy is a big deal. It takes 9 months, and for all those changes in the body to go back to the normal state, you need to give the woman a couple of time. Anytime the woman decides to have another baby in less than a year or 2 years of having a previous baby, it usually leads to a lot of complications. So, what are the different family planning methods? You have natural methods, you have barrier methods, you have hormonal methods, you have permanent methods in terms of surgeries that can be performed, and then you also have the IUD, the intrauterine device. So first of all, let me start with some of the natural methods. Um, you have exclusive breastfeeding, which we also call lactational amenorrhea method. This method isn't really for every woman. Why? Because it has to do with women who are currently breastfeeding. And if you're breastfeeding a child that is older than 6 months, this method will definitely not work for you. What are the pros and cons of this method? It is for women who intend to breastfeed their children exclusively, which means you're breastfeeding day and night. What does this mean? This method is not good for mothers who are busy, for working class mothers. This is not a good method for them. You have to be breastfeeding exclusively, and you're not giving any other food or water to the baby, and then you must not have seen your menstruation after delivering your baby. So, what are the disadvantages? It is possible to get pregnant before menstruation returns. It doesn't protect against STIs, and it is not effective after the baby's 6 months. So some women have successfully practiced this on their own, and but most time we always advise that you don't just do exclusively this method, because most of the times it's not effective for all women. And in this day and time, a lot of women have other things that they're doing. You have fewer full-time housewives, and sometimes it can be difficult to maintain that exclusive breastfeeding. So which other method we have? I talked about barrier method. In terms of barrier method, we're talking about condoms: the male condom, the female condom. You have different types of condoms. You have the male condom, and then you also have the female condom. This is the female condom. So we have different kinds of condom. You have the male condom. This is what the male condom looks like, and then you have the female condom, whichever one that you are comfortable using. Now, what are the pros and cons of using condom method. This is the barrier method. It doesn't protect against it protects against STIs, hepatitis, HIV, and the woman must take time to insert the female condom before sex. If you're using the female condom, which we also call a diaphragm, you have to take time to, insert it. Condoms are not 100% effective. The efficacy is about 79 to 95%. So if it's not used correctly, the woman can become pregnant. What other method do you want to talk about today? Okay, now we're talking about pills. So we have what you call combination pills, and this is what it looks like. Like you can see. So how do pills work? The thing about pills is that you have to take them every day at the same time. So if you're taking it 8 a.m. in the morning, the next day you have to take it at 8 a.m. So what are the advantages? It can be taken any time of the day, but it has to be the same time daily. It doesn't protect against STIs, and this combination pill is not recommended for breastfeeding women before 6 months, but we do have one for breastfeeding mothers. We call it the mini pill, progestin only pill. Yes, this is what it looks like. So it's for breastfeeding mothers. As you can see, this is the pill. It's for breastfeeding mothers. So what are the advantages? You do not need to do anything at the time of sex, unlike the barrier method, condom method, that you have to put on a condom. You can stop it at any time you want, and obviously can become pregnant again after stopping the pill. What are the disadvantages? It is not for people who do not like to take drugs, not for people who are extremely busy and they will not remember to take the pill, and it does not protect against STIs and HIV, like I said. Now, I said something about barrier method, condoms. There's what we call the hormonal method. The drugs, these pills are they work based on hormones. These drugs affect the hormones in your body that now manage how you conceive. So the hormonal method I talked about, like the mini pill, how does it work? It works by stopping ovulation. What does ovulation mean? It means the ovaries do not release eggs, and if there's no egg for the sperm to meet, then pregnancy cannot take place. How do the barrier methods work? When the sperm does not meet, even if the eggs are released, the condoms hold the sperm after ejaculation or during ejaculation. So if the sperm is not meeting the eggs, so how does fertilization occur? I know that for some people who are not health workers or medical personnel, it might be like, she's saying something about egg and sperm. I hope that most of my listeners are aware that for fertilization to occur, for a baby to be made, there has to be fertilization between a sperm and an egg. Now, we want to talk about injectables. Yes. Now, we have 3 types of injectables. 2 of them are the same thing, but are given through different routes. Now, this is called Cyanapress. It is taken at 3 months interval. That means it can last for 3 months. But the good thing about Cyanapress is it is made in such a way that a woman can give herself at home. It is given subcute, and you can give it to yourself on your Dettol, that is your arm. You can give it to yourself on your thigh. And before we give it to you at any clinic, or before it's given to you, you'll be taught how to administer it. And for some people who feel, there's no how you want to teach me, I won't be able to inject myself, no worries, you can always come to the clinic to get it. Now, the Cyanapress and this other injectable is called Depo-Provera. They are the same thing, just that one is given subcute and you can take it home, and the other one is only given at the facility. Then you have another one, it's called Noristerat, and is for 2 months. This particular one is only given at the clinic, or maybe you have someone come give it to your home. But in this part of the country, most of the time people come to the clinic to get it. So this is the Depo-Provera and the Noristera. Yes. So now for all of this that I have mentioned, they all have advantages and disadvantages. Usually I'm just giving like a summary of the contraceptive methods that are available to women, especially here in a community center.